sitting here waiting for my tires to fill. Got my water trailer out because it is getting to be that time of year, and got it filled up with water. It's a military M105A2, I think. What the fuck is it? Where the fuck does it say? Yeah, M105A2, sure enough. Yeah, got that filled up with water, and oh, actually sounds like I'm about there. Got that filled up with water, and so I figured while I got and checking the tire pressure and greasing it and what have you, and since I figured while I was doing that, I might as well put water in the rear tires of my backhoe. And so the reason to do that is to add ballast weight to the backhoe to make it more stable and give it more traction. Yes, I know my tires are bald as shit. I actually quite like it because it doesn't tear up the ground. But so I got garden hose coming into a filter because I'm on well water, and I got an ass load of black sand in my water. And then maybe this side of the machine wasn't the one to do it, but got the tube, like the tire's tube fitting coming out of here, and then this piece right here is just a little adapter that you buy on like eBay or whatever, and then the water hose lean into it. I have a shutoff valve right here, and now because I don't hear the water splashing on the top of the tire anymore, it means it's probably full. And there is a little release valve here that is now spraying my work truck with water. And that lets me know that it's all full up and what have you. So I'll release the pressure off of here and then pull that off and come back. So yeah, it was full with water. I got the tire rotated to where the valve stem is on the very top there, and that way, you know, you get it to be, oh, there you go. That way you get the tire to be, you know, roughly 75% full of water. You still want some air in there so that, for one, you have the cushion of the air, because water, effectively speaking, doesn't compress. But also, too, it just kind of makes it, I guess, easier and nicer to have the top be air. Makes it easier to, like, check the air pressure and what have you. But yeah, let that bleed off, and then I'll go over to the other side where we don't have the sun and hopefully can see a little better. So now on the other side, this is what we got sticking out of the wheel, and there's actually this fitting here that threads in, and these are called water fill valves. Reason being is that's a straight hole down in there, so it's a lot faster to put water, or any liquid for that matter, into these when you have that there that comes out. Mine here is just the standard size Schrader here. It's not the large bore, but got this adapter here. This is garden hose thread here. This is whatever the hell that is, and then this is the little air bleed button right there. But we thread that guy onto the valve stem like so, and then rotate the tire around to where that is at the top, like such. And then in my case, I got the garden hose with a valve and the quick connect on it. And at least in person anyways, you can hear the water hitting the top of the tube. And once, you should stop and check it a couple times along the way, like such, to let the air pressure out of the tire, because like in my case, the well pump makes, I think, like 80 psi of water pressure, and that would not be good to put that much pressure into the tire. So every now and again you stop and relieve the air pressure out of the tire that was, you know, displaced from the water. And when it's full, like the other side, you just screw in the valve core and air it up to the desired air pressure, and away you go. I'm using water because it's cheap, and this tire here on this side, I have just recently replaced the inner tube on it. The other side I have not. And I'm going to wait to put beet juice in the tires until I replace the other side. Beet juice, there's a company named Rimguard, and there's a bunch of other suppliers of the beet juice. The advantage to it is that it essentially doesn't freeze. I think it freezes at like -45 or something like that. And also it's, if I'm not mistaken, like 11 pounds a gallon, where water is roughly 8.5. So once I get the other tube replaced, I want to put beet juice in it. But I don't want to do that until I replace the tube, because if the tube fails, the beet juice is like somewhat expensive. It's like, I think, $2.50 a gallon or whatever, last time I checked around here. So I'm using water for the moment, so that if the tube fails, that I'm not out that much money. But of course I can't run water in the winter time because it'll freeze up. So yeah, running water for the moment, eventually do beet juice. The purpose for liquid fill is adding ballast weight. I do actually kind of want to, I've got a fuckload of lead, and I had kind of played around with the idea of making, like, casting some lead wheel weights for it. But for now, that's what I got. Suppose I should say too that if you're looking at getting one of these little adapters, just type into wherever you want, tire liquid fill adapters is what they're called. And tons of other videos out there about people doing this, and the beet juice and yada yada yada. Just figured I'd show the way I do it.